Hey everybody, welcome to this cooking demo. We're going to do some campfire cooking today. We're going to be doing some burgers, potato salad, coleslaw, and a nice sauce to go on your burgers. So we're going to start out by using our ceramic chef's knife to cut up some nugget potatoes. We're going to boil those potatoes in our multi-purpose pot. I've got the 12-cup pot there. And we're going to fill it up with some water and get that boiling on the camp stove. Now, the nice thing about that ceramic knife is that when you go to use it to cut lettuce, or later I'll be cutting some cabbage with it, it's not going to brown your leaves right away. So we're going to fill the multi-purpose pot. You can see on the lid there are drain holes, 2 different sizes. We'll be using those as soon as the potatoes boil. So the next thing we're going to do is prepare the surface to mix our burgers. I forgot a bowl this time, so we're going to do it right on the package. So we're going to use the burger seasoning, and we're going to use a pound of pork and a pound of ground beef. For that, you're going to use 2 tablespoons. Now we're using the 4-in-1 spice spoon. The large end was the tablespoon. There's the teaspoon, and then on the back there's the half teaspoon and the 1/4 teaspoon measure. So we added 2 tablespoons of ketchup and 2 tablespoons of seasoning, and we're just going to mix that all together right there on the packaging. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to divide it into 8 burger patties fairly evenly. Typically, I usually will measure them so that I know they're all going to cook evenly, but this is the best we can do while we're camping. So next I'm going to use the 3-in-1 burger press. Now, the burger press has the ability to do sliders, stuffed burger patties, and also the regular burgers that we're doing today. So we're just going to stick that in there, going to push it down with the handle, and then it's just going to pop right out there, and you can peel it off the bottom, stick the bottom back in, and you'll be good to go again. So we're going to do a couple more. Actually, I'm going to do all of them, but we're going to speed it up for you so you don't have to watch me work through all 8 of those patties. Now, we like to use a pork and beef blend when we're making burgers in our family. We just find that it gives it a nice flavor, and it keeps the burger patties nice and moist, which is really important, especially when you're cooking over a campfire. So again, I'm going to show you, there is the size for your sliders. Then you open it up, and of course, you know, when I'm trying to make a video, things aren't going to go smoothly, right? But that does show you that the bottom just pops right out. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to drain the potatoes. They're finished boiling. So I'm going to line up those drain holes right with the pour spout, and we're going to pour it right into the sink. So it's really handy, right? Because you don't have to use any sort of colander. Everything is built right into the pot. And I like to use this pot to cook pasta, to heat up milk for hot chocolate while we're camping. It really just is a multi-purpose pot. You can use it for pretty much anything. So moving on, we are going to start now with the creamy potato salad dressing. Now, I don't know about you guys, but potato salad is a staple in our house over the summer. And this one came into our lives last year when I rejoined Epicure. Just before I started, I purchased last year's Simple Summer Kit, and we just fell in love. We used 2 or 3 jars of the creamy potato salad dressing mix over the summer last year. So I was so excited to see that they brought it back again for this year. So we used 2 tablespoons of the creamy potato salad seasoning. To that we have added a 1/2 cup of mayonnaise, and then you can add either a 1/2 cup of sour cream or a 1/2 cup of plain Greek yogurt. Now, I always have Greek yogurt in the fridge. We use it in smoothies. We use it in the mango lassi drink. I will add our summer berry sweet dip mix to it. And then that way, you know I'm not getting a lot of chemical flavors from buying flavored yogurts at the grocery store. So I just like to do it that way when I'm going to have a flavored yogurt. So we are going to add a half a cup of plain yogurt to this salad dressing mix. And then I've also pulled out, pardon me, I've pulled out one extra product that is not on, yeah, see, it's a secret. It's not part of the recipe, but I'm going to use the sweet and spicy mustard that has been re-released for this summer. Now, the mustards last year were really popular and they sold out really quickly. And our family's favorite salad dressing recipe happens to be my mother-in-law's recipe. And she always puts a teaspoon or so of mustard in her salad or her potato salad dressing. So I am putting about a teaspoon or so in mine. And I choose to use the sweet and spicy mustard just because it gives a little bit of a kick to our potato salad and that's just how we prefer to have it. So we're going to put that away in the fridge, and I'm going to pull out some celery. I love to keep my celery in my Tupperware fridge mates. So I'm going to pull out a couple stalks of celery, and we're going to chop that up with our ceramic chef's knife. And I'm going to add that to our potato salad as well. So we're just going to speed it up because, again, you guys don't need to see me chopping a whole bunch of celery in real time. That's just really boring for you. But I'm going to throw that in. I'm going to add that to the potatoes. Give you guys a look. There's the potatoes and the celery. And sometimes I'll put dill pickle. Sometimes I'll add some egg. Really enjoy egg in my potato salad. But this is what we had while we were camping, so this is what we used. So we'll just add the dressing to the the potato and the celery, and then we'll give it a really good stir. Now I'm going to show you guys one more secret ingredient, better than bacon. Now, better than bacon, guys, it tastes so much like bacon, I had to take the jar away from my daughter last year to stop her from eating the whole thing. It's made from pinto beans, so it is a vegan-friendly bacon substitute, and it gives such a nice smoky flavor to the potato salad. I use it in omelets, I use it in pasta. It's just a really good alternative. So the next thing we're going to make is the Big Burger sauce. Now this is the sauce that I'm going to put on my burger, and it tastes very much like a sauce that you get at a restaurant with some big golden arches out front. So we're going to add some mayonnaise. We're going to add some ketchup. The recipe actually calls for relish. I don't have relish in the trailer because that's not something that we tend to like to put on things. It was at home in the fridge this trip. So we're just going to go with the ketchup and the mayonnaise. And then we are going to add, there's 1 tablespoon of the seasoning. And we're just going to give that a mix, and we're going to put it to the side and let it set. Now, of course, when you add the relish, you get that nice pickle flavor that we all know and love in that sauce. But it's just as good without, if that's something that you're not a fan of. So we'll give it a really good stir, and then we will set it aside. I don't know, what do you guys like to put on your burgers? I love the burger sauce. I also love a good big slice of tomato and some lettuce and some cheese. I really enjoy our chipotle mayo on, chipotle aioli on burgers as well. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do the coleslaw dressing. So you use 1 tablespoon of seasoning, about a half a cup of mayo, half a cup of plain yogurt. It also calls for some apple cider vinegar. Again, not something that I had in the trailer. The trailer's pretty new, so it hasn't fully been stocked yet for all these recipes. So I'm going to get started on the coleslaw. So I'm going to use our 4-in-1 mandolin. And the first thing I'm going to slice up is some red cabbage. Now you can see, again, the trailer's not fully stocked, so I'm mixing the coleslaw in my cast iron pot. So the next thing I'm going to cut up is some Napa cabbage. It's another green cabbage, but it's just a little bit softer and crisper. It's closer to a lettuce than a regular green cabbage, and it's just the cabbage that we prefer in our family. So I'm just going to swap out the blade there now and see how easy that is for us to swap out our blades on the 4-in-1 mandolin. And I'm going to choose one that's going to do a really small julienne on the carrots. So I'm just going to slice up some carrots there. Again, fast forward so you guys don't have to watch all the boring chopping and slicing. And you see how thin those matchsticks are. Just going to get a little bit more going there. And then I want to show you guys the guard. So this is the guard for the mandolin, and we're just going to stick the carrot right in there. And we're going to go back, and it'll allow me to get a little bit more of the carrot sliced without worrying about slicing my fingers, because guys, that mandolin is so sharp. So now we're going to mix the coleslaw together. And I filled it a little bit full, so I am using my hands just to mitigate the mess that could be caused from tossing that much coleslaw. And then I'm going to grab the dressing that we made, and we're just going to add the dressing to the coleslaw, and then we're going to mix it up again using my hands so that it doesn't get all over the trailer. Now, this coleslaw is really nice and fresh if you want to add a salad topper to it. I prefer the cranberry pumpkin seed sunflower seed salad topper. You could always add some chopped apple. That would be a really nice addition as well, and it would help keep it nice and crisp and fresh. So we're just going to cook our burger patties over the fire on the cast iron frying pan. And that will be dinner. Thanks everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed. We'll see you again soon.